Suppose we wish to determine information about two variables describing the same individuals, and also suppose this data is grouped. The calculator can do this. I will enter in two lists of random data values and one additional list to represent the frequencies for these data values to represent the groups, so we can expedite the process for determining this two-variable numerical summary. So I'll go under Math, PRB, and select Rand, and choose 30 random numbers and store those in list 1. And I'll repeat this process to store in list 2. And then I will select random integer so I can select the frequencies and store those in list 3. What I've just done is generate a random list of values for my data in L1, and then I did it again in L2. In L3 I generated integer values between 1 and 10, so these will count as the frequencies for L1 and L2. In other words, L3 counts as the frequencies for L1 and L2 as this data is paired. Now the data and frequencies are added in, we may compute these numerical summaries by using the 2varstats command. We go under Stat, scroll over to Calc, and select 2varstats. Then hit Enter, and then go ahead and tell it that L1 is the first data list, and then comma, and then L2 is the second data list, and then comma, and then L3 is the location of the frequencies for these paired data values. And then I hit Enter. Now what we've just generated so far is the information for list 1. The sample mean for list 1, the sum of the data values for list 1, the sum of the squares of the data values, the sample standard deviation, the population standard deviation, and then the sample size. Now we only put in 30 values, but n equals 166 because of the frequencies. Each one of these will be counted. And the arrow means to scroll down, so we'll scroll down a little bit. And here we see more information. This is coming from list 2. The sample mean for list 2, the sum of the data values for list 2, the sum of the squares of the data values from list 2, list 2 sample standard deviation, list 2's population standard deviation, and then this is the sum of the cross products between the data in L1 and the data in L2. And the arrow indicates we have more information. So we'll scroll down. And here we see the minimum of list 1, the maximum of list 1, then the minimum of list 2, and the maximum of list 2. And this is how you can perform a 2varstats command with grouped data on the TI-83, 84 calculators.